channel. My name is Esther, and don't forget to subscribe down below for a video. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is a college advice video. Since I just graduated college this past May, I thought it was appropriate to ask you guys on Twitter and Instagram for questions, and I have some of my own tips for you guys to use for college, for upcoming freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, even if you're in high school or middle school. I think some of these questions could benefit. This first part is going to be just some college advice, some tips that I have for you guys for college, and even just a few tips just for regular schooling people. So the first one is do college for you. So what I mean by that is, if you have what you want to do, you want to be film or an art major or whatever, don't let anybody say no. That kind of happened to me. I was originally a teaching major when I was at my community college that I just graduated from. I was film. So my mom was like, don't. She was like, this is not gonna do anything and all that stuff. But I was like, my dad said, do it, and don't let anybody say no. Just do it if you want to do this. You never know what's gonna happen. And it was honestly the best thing was changing my major. So if you want to change your major within halfway through schooling, do it. Nobody's gonna stop you. It's your life, your degree. You're paying for it, or maybe your parents are, but don't let them say no, because this is what you want to do in the future. Another thing is to join clubs and just participate. I did participate the first year or so in my school, and it's nice because then you got to meet people. But try to participate as much as you can if you live on campus or whatever. It's just a good thing. Third tip is to stay motivated and study. This is a must. I learned that a lot when I went to my last college, where I just graduated from, that really you should stay motivated, study, because the grades will show if you study. If you don't study, the grades won't show. I've learned that from my own experiences, and if you study and if you like the major and the class, the grades will. Some apps for that are Quizlet, and I actually use just regular flashcards that you can get at Target, Dollar Store even, and that really helped me. Quizlet helped sometimes, but it wasn't always the best for me. I like just seeing it in front of me, using it, not using a phone. You can use your phone for studying. It's up to you, but just make sure you study. So now I'm gonna answer some questions that you guys asked on Twitter and Instagram. Again, if you aren't following me, please do so, because it's very important that you follow me there. So the first question is from Chloe, which we talk on Twitter in a group chat that I'm part of. The first question is, what is it like having a job in college? So I didn't particularly have a job. I had an internship, and it was actually kind of stressful at some times when you had to be at school more often than normally, depending on where your internship. It does take up a lot of your time if you have an internship or a job. You just have to learn how to manage your time, manage with YouTube if you do YouTube, because YouTube and internship and school, your brain will go crazy. My brain went crazy, but I did try my best to give you guys videos as best I can. So a tip, if you do YouTube, pre-film 3 or 4 videos a day, which is what I'm doing today, because it is very stressful. So now to the Instagram question. So the first question is from JC Smith. Is saying, do you stay with roommates in dorms? I actually lived at home, so that really didn't apply to me. I wanted to, but it was only 20 minutes away, so it didn't make sense for me to stay in dorms. I've been home. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know. Or do you do only the online classes? So I actually did online. I did at least one online class, and then I did the rest of my classes in class, just because I could have that environment. But online classes are very good. So there were 2 questions about what I was going to college for. I ended up going for a new media degree. And the other question was where I went to college. I went to Malone College. So that's your answer to that. Next question is from Karen, is our online classes, what are they like? I actually ended up messaging her separately since we're friends in real life. But I ended up telling her that online classes are actually really good. The only thing is that you have to really stay on top of the work because it's very hard to get behind in an online class. Make sure you're reading everything, watching everything. Kind of didn't do that for one of my classes. Oops. But make sure you're really on top of it. Make sure you're posting in the discussion or whatever. Most of them is the discussion that you answer. And make sure you reply back to them. Make sure if the teachers in the school, talk to teacher if you have problems, because that was very helpful to me. I ended up talking to my teacher if I had problems, and online classes are very good. You get to do it anytime. I did a lot of it at night, just with my preferences. You can do it in the morning if you're taking classes the whole time. I would recommend maybe doing it in the morning and then having the rest of the day to do whatever you wanted, but this is up to you on what you want to do. But I think they were very good. I did like taking at least one online class and then doing the rest in the school, because I had also that school environment and it's harder to interact with other students on online classes unless you message them to meet up. That's up to you. Another question was, how do you balance a social life and study? Okay, this was another thing that tended to be a little hard, but what I ended up doing was I made sure I got all my work done during the school year, during the weekday, and then Friday, which I made sure I always had Fridays off because it was just my preference, and because during college you can make your own schedule. So I ended up making sure I had Fridays off, and then between that, then on weekends I would hang out with friends, or if I had a day off, I would make sure I do the work before, so I had time to hang out with friends, because it is hard to manage schooling, friendship, YouTube. It's all, you gotta make sure you have time. Maybe get a planner if you have trouble. And the last question that I'm going to answer is, would you say online classes make it easier to balance your life? I do say they are a little easier to balance your life. Like I said in the beginning, make sure you manage it very well, and maybe get a planner if you want to take online classes. But I think they do help you manage better, because you can do it in the morning and then you can do whatever you want and hang out with friends, YouTube, and all that stuff. But I think they do help you manage your life, because you have to think of yourself. A teacher is not going to tell you, oh, you got to do the work. With online classes, you got to tell yourself to do the work, because nobody's going to be there to say, oh, did you do your online class stuff? No, that's the thing about the difference between schooling, going into class, and then doing it online. You guys did get some information. I did my best to get information that I thought you guys should know. So if you did, give it a big like. Subscribe down below for more videos. If you guys want more old college related videos like this, or like if you have any questions, let me know down below. If you guys want me to do more Q&A, let me know down below, and I will see you guys next Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!